Hey, everyone. I'm just trying to get my video right real quick. Before I start streaming about insurance tonight. All right. I hope everyone's doing okay. My name is Jessica, and I'm here to help the next generation understand cash building life insurance and their options that they have out there. Okay, so I'll figure out how to unzoom this thing later. Oh my goodness. But before I get started, I just want to read a little positive Grim Reaper for the day. Okay, I like to start my video with a little positive Grim Reaper sentence. There he is in the back to help me with my video. I'm gonna get it right in just a minute, guys. Okay, maybe it's gonna go like this. Why does it look so close? All right, I'm back. Sorry about the extreme close-up. All right, so let me read my little positive Grim Reaper for tonight. I like to dig deep for a funny one. All right, it says, anxiety's loud, but not louder than me. Let's read another one. Your to-do list will wait. Death won't. Just saying. All right. Put my little positive Grim Reapers back in the jar. And let's talk about life insurance with Jessica today. All right, so my name's Jessica. I came from nothing. Here's how I'm building generational wealth with just a little each month. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my live. If you're just jumping in, drop where you're watching from in the chat. Okay, I see you. Okay, so tonight I'm getting personal, like really personal, because I think a lot of people follow me for the IUL content, the wealth tips, and the strategies, but they don't actually know my story, and I feel like God is telling me tonight is the time to share it. Because here's what I want you to understand before I say anything else. I did not come from money. I came from hustle, and I almost missed this. I'm so glad I did it, and God was looking out for me. So if you're sitting there right now thinking wealth building is for people who already have wealth, stay right there. This one's for you. So let me paint you a picture of where I was not too long ago. I still am working in retail, working my 9 to 5 in retail. And if you've ever worked in retail, you know long hours, weekends, holidays, your body's hurting and your patience is gone. And at the end of the month, you're still looking at your bank account like, where did it go? I swear my paycheck is spent as soon as I get it in retail. So that's why I started learning different avenues and different approaches that were out there. And I got myself a financial advisor, and she's very wonderful. I'm so glad we found each other. So I wasn't broke, you know, I pay my bills are paid, but I wasn't building anything either. Every dollar I earned either went to bills or I spent it trying to feel okay after a hard week. Sound familiar? And the wild part, I thought I was being responsible. I had a little savings. I stayed out of drama. I showed up. But no one ever taught me that showing up and working hard is not the same as building wealth. Okay? Those are two completely different things. I remember sitting there one day and thinking, if something happened to me tomorrow, what would I leave behind? What would my daughters have? What would my son have? And the answer scared me, right? Because I wouldn't have left them with much. My little $25,000 term policy I have with my job is like, hopefully they get to bury me and have a few dollars left over. And that just wasn't sufficing to me. It just wasn't good enough for me and my family. I want my kids to have the chance that I never had. So that's what got me into doing the life insurance thing. It's a helping families and why I'm here right now today with you guys. So I remember sitting there one day thinking, what can I do about it, right? So the answer scared me. And that's the moment I would say that everything shifted. I started studying. I started reading multiple millionaire books that are out there. I have a bunch right now. I have one right that I was reading today. How Money Works, um, several books just about how to become a millionaire. What do they do? Where the money goes? And everything led back to one thing. And it's even where the banks put their money. You can look it up. It's out there. It's cash building life insurance policies. And that is an asset. And that is an asset that if you start off while you're young and healthy, it can do wonders for you, right? So while people are young and healthy, I want to tell you about it and tell you what your family can have if you just discipline yourself, because time goes by fast. And once you realize that, you start having time working for you instead of you working for time. So I started studying, I started asking questions, I started following people who were talking about money in a way that actually made sense. Not just save more, spend less, but strategies, right? Real strategies. I found out about what a vehicle, and I'm going to get into the numbers in a second, that allows you to put a small amount every single month though and let it grow tax free. And over time, what looked like nothing turns into something real, something you can use while you're alive and leave behind when you're gone, right? It's a win-win situation, and it's guaranteed. It has more guarantees than the bank does, right? And I thought, why didn't anybody tell me this before? Like, it's pretty crazy that they make us get insurance on our car, but not our bodies, right? That's weird already. So why didn't anybody tell us this before? So that's why I do this, because I'm telling everybody, right? Just like somebody told me. So that's why I'm on this live talking to you, because somebody told me and now I'm telling you that there's vehicles out there that you can use as well. So let me show you what I mean. And I want you to really pay attention here, because this is the part that changed my life. Let's say you started putting away $150 a month, right? That's 150. That's one less takeout order maybe per week, a few less coffees, maybe a couple subscriptions that you're not even using to protect your body, right? Inside an IUL is an indexed universal life policy. That 150 is into a vehicle that, one, protects your gains. When the market drops, you don't lose. Two, captures growth. When the index goes up, you participate. And three, it grows tax free. The IRS can't touch it in the same way, right? Now watch what happens over time. In 10 years, you're looking at potentially tens of thousands sitting in there. Money that's been compounding quietly while you were living your life. You're just living your life. You saved a little bit of extra money, and in 10 years, that money was compounding over and over again, right? In 20 years, we're talking six figures, from $150 a month to six figures. And here's what most people don't know. You can borrow against that cash value tax-free while you're alive, and that it's not just a death benefit. When you borrow against it, it stays in there. It looks like it never left, because it's a living benefit. It pays itself off. It's a savings vehicle, a retirement strategy, and a protection all wrapped into one vehicle. I wasn't where I wanted to be, but I started, right? And now I look at my account and I see something growing every single month that I built from nothing, from a few shortcuts at my job, right? So I could save and discipline myself. And if I can do it working a retail management store, raising daughters, and going back to school for my degree, you can too. Okay, so let me check in the chat real fast. Y'all are always in here with a good question. So Yes, girl, IUL is for all income levels. That's the beauty of it. Drop bank in the comments and I'll send you the breakdown. How old are you? It doesn't matter. Today is always the right day to start, right? You're not as healthy as you are today and you're not as young as you are today. So I want to say something real quick because this is important to me. Jeremiah 29:11 says, God has plans to prosper you, to give you a future and a hope. And I used to read that and think, okay, that's encouraging, but what does that actually look like? I believe prosperity is not just spiritual, it's practical. God gives you the vision, but you have to take the steps. For me, that step was deciding I would no longer be in the same financial position my parents were in. That's the cycle of working hard and having nothing to show for it. That stops with me. That's what generational finance independence means. It's not about being rich. It's about never again having to choose between the light bill or the grocery bill. It's about your kids watching you build something and knowing they can do it too, because they're always watching you. That's why this matters. And that's why you're here right now. And don't think it's an accident that you're here right now, just like it wasn't an accident that I started working for this insurance company. So, all right, here's what I need you to do now. Step one, drop the word wealth in the comments. I have a free resource that breaks down exactly how this works with real numbers, customize your age and your goal. Step two, if you want to sit down with me one-on-one and map out what this could look like for your family, the link is in my bio. Free consultation. I'm not pushy by any means. I just share what's out there and you tell me if you want me to look into it for you. It takes 15 minutes and it could change your financial future, right? Step three, share this live right now. Hit that share button because you know somebody's sitting in the same spot I was, same spot you probably are right now, working hard, nothing building. Send this to them. I'm a licensed life insurance agent and I specialize in helping everyday people build wealth they can actually use, not someday, now. You don't need to have money to start building money. You just need to start. So thank y'all so much for being here tonight. This community, I feel it. I really do. If this blessed you, if this gave you something to think about, drop a heart in the chat so I know. I'll see you next time. Keep building, keep believing, and remember, you're licensed and anointed to walk into everything God has for you. Good night.